My friend, most likely you have been told a huge lie. And that lie is that hard work pays off. Let me tell you, it does not. Not until you pair it with at least 3 other things. And so in this video, I'm going to cover what those things are and how to make sure that your efforts do not go in vain and actually net you the results that you want to get out of life. And so think about this for a moment. If hard work alone was enough to become successful, who would be the most successful people on this planet? They would be construction workers, garbage men, waiters, waitresses, those kinds of people, right? They bust their ass off, but at the end of the day, they have very little to show for it. And so in this video, I want to cover the crucial elements that make hard work actually pay off. And so let's dive right into it. And before we do anything, you need to get crystal clear on the path ahead of you. You want to know where your destination is. So let me ask you this. What does success mean to you specifically? Because I can give you my definition of success. I can give you Steve's definition of success. I can give you Susie's definition of success over there. But if it's not you, then who are you doing it for, right? It's your life, your success, your foundation, and your future. So the first thing is to get crystal clear on where you want to go. That's step number 0. So think of it this way. Let's say my destination is 10 miles that way. If I'm starting walking, I'm getting closer. On the other hand, if I go that route, I'm getting further away from the destination. So the first step is knowing what you actually want and to define success for yourself. So what does it mean for you? I don't know. I can't tell you. What I will recommend to you is to grab a pen and a piece of paper and to sit yourself down in a quiet spot sometime to really, truly think about what it is that you want to get out of life. What do you really want? What is your desire? And then from that, step number 2 is you figure out who has already done what I want to achieve. Ask yourself that. And then look those people up. If you want to write a book, for example, you Google a list of famous authors. And you see who is actively maybe creating content. Who is teaching you how to become a writer. Who is teaching you how to market a book. Who is teaching you how to grow your influence online. Right? You match your ambition, step number 0, with number 1, the right vehicle. Because guess what? If you are working at McDonald's and you want to be rich, good luck. It's not going to happen. Right? You can be the best McDonald's worker. You can have a 10 out of 10 skill. But if you're in a 1 out of 10 opportunity, it's not really going to happen. Right? And so what you want to do is you want to have opportunities with more leverage. So for example, one of the leverages that you see right now. Right now, you are watching this video. I am not doing this presentation live for every person that watches it, right? I record the video once, and then as many people as humanly possible can watch this video. And for that extent, please go ahead, hit this like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps this video get seen by more people. So, it is something where if you can do this, if you can take your time and the money you make or whatever defines your success, right? And if you can separate those, now you are creating leverage. Now you are getting into a better opportunity, right? For example, think about this. If you're having a job, who earns money for your effort? It's, of course, you. It's also your boss. It's the government, the IRS. And so it's a lot of other services as well. The people who have your mortgage, for example, the bank. The people who have your car loan. The people who sell you the gasoline, your groceries, right? From your work, all of those people are making money. And it's not their time that is linked to it. And so the people all the way at the top, they have other people working for them. They have their money working for them. They have other businesses that are making them money. And they have things like codes. They have things like media. For example, this example I shared with you of you watching this video, that's a tiny scale example of this, right? The people at the top have so much leverage in terms of media online, offline. It's ridiculous, right? And so they have a 10 out of 10 skill set, but they have like a 20 out of 10 opportunity. And so the first step is to align your goals of where you want to go with the right vehicle to get there. And one thing I would say is to have your own business online, because there is so much leverage where you're not just trading your time for money. And honestly, I'm going to tell you, I am not the right teacher to teach you how to start a successful online business. I am not. Why? I'm still struggling to figure that part of this thing out. What I have developed is the mindset, and now I need to have step number 2 for myself. And that is building the skill set to make it work, right? Even if you decide, okay, this is where I want to go, this vehicle is going to get me there, now you got to figure out how to actually make it work for you. And so for me, in my case, it would be learning how to get this message out to more people, right? It would mean how to effectively sell online. It would mean how to grow an audience, grow an email list, those kinds of things, right? How to make better content, better videos. All of those are skill sets. And if you don't have the right skills, you can be in a 10 out of 10 opportunity. If you are like the worst at it, if you're a 1 out of 10, you're not going to make that work, right? And so again, it is finding the people who have already successfully done what you want to achieve, and then figuring out, okay, they were here, they are here now, and this is how I bridge that gap. That's what you got to do. You've got to find out the right people, learn the right skills, and only then. Now at step 3, this is where hard work comes in. Because if you know which way you're heading, if you know how you're getting there, you have the skills to do it, now the harder you work, the more payout you're going to get. It is exponential once you get those first few steps right. Right? If you work at McDonald's and you work 1 extra hour, you only get a tiny fraction more paid. If you figure out the right vehicle, if you figure out the right skills, now that starts to leverage, and instead of it being a solid line, it now builds up like this. So that's the difference. Now your hard work is going to get you towards the things that you really want. And then step number 4. And this is where so many people drop off. It is consistency. And let me tell you this. For example, in my life, I have never been successful because I always gave up way too soon. And so one time I was watching an interview with Mr. Beast, right? The biggest YouTuber on the planet in this moment. And here's one thing he said that's so very interesting. From the age of 13 to 19, Jimmy, Mr. Beast, he made over 1,000 videos. And what he said in this interview just blew my mind. He said, like, by the time I did like 1,000 videos over here, that's when I felt like they were actually good. Let that sink in for a moment. The guy did 1,000 videos, and then he's like, well, at video 1,000, I felt like I was doing a good job. How many things have you given up on in your life before you got to enough repetitions, after repetitions, after repetitions, to get the skills and the consistency that you needed to succeed? And I know in my life, that has been almost always, right? Patience is such a crucial element of success that nobody likes to talk about. Nobody likes to say like, hey, you know what? You can reach your goals, but it's going to take you 2, 3, 4 years longer than you expected to take. Not 4 years in total, 4 years longer than you expected to take. Right? If you have that outlook of, you know what? I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to see the results today. I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to see the results next month. I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to see the results 3 months from now. I'm going to do it, and hey, 6 months from now, maybe I'll start seeing the first results. Right? If you can have that attitude with it, combined with the right vehicle, combined with the right skills, combined with going fast, with going hard at it, working your ass off, now you have the recipe for success. And so those are the 4 things you need to make your efforts. your hard work actually pay off. And so if this was helpful, if this was insightful to you, go ahead, give me a quick thumbs up. It helps to get this video seen by more people so that more people can get this information, get this education, and then go and seek out what it is that you want to get out of life and who can guide you along that path. And if that path is understanding this thing, understanding how to get the most out of yourself, then subscribe to my channel as well, because that's what I am here to do. So I'm Michael. It was nice having you here. See you next video.